The 2011 presidential budget request is for $3.8 trillion, increasing the debt by $1.5 trillion. There are two main strategies being debated to pay our nation's bills: cut spending or raise taxes on the rich. I've got to ask, do the rich pay enough taxes? The top half of wage earners pay almost all the nation's taxes at 97.3%, leaving the other half of the country's taxpayers paying less than 3% of the taxes. This is not half of all Americans, but only half of those paying taxes. There are a lot of people not included in these numbers: those on welfare, unemployed, and those earning too low an income to pay taxes, including some part-timers and retired. So, out of every $100 paid in taxes, less than $3 were paid by half of the wage earners. The other half pays $97. You might think that's okay, since they're all millionaires anyway, right? Not true. The earners taxed by the government for the bulk of the money are not the millionaires, but more like the thousandaires. The top 50% include taxpayers with an adjusted gross income of $33,000 and above. The top 1% earned over $380,000 or more. They are not all millionaires. That top 1% pays over 14 times the taxes paid by the bottom 50% of the taxpayers. Raising their taxes even more to solve our government's money problems sounds good to some. When they think of high earners, images of private jet owners, stockbrokers, and corporate executives come to mind. But the bulk of the taxpayers who earn between $250,000 to $500,000 are the small business owners in your area. It's the auto repair garage with 10 employees, or the plumber with 3 trucks and 8 employees, the printer, the restaurant owner, the family doctor, or the home builder who contracts those carpenters, bricklayers, roofers, painters, and others to build that home. If we burden them with higher taxes, they will tighten their belts to stay in business. How do they do that? They try to get by with less. They can use cheaper parts, or hire fewer employees, or lay people off, or cut the amount of money they pay employees. That leaves more unemployed, and the government pays more in unemployment benefits. Another strategy to pay the nation's bills is to cut government spending and lower taxes to free up money for earners, investors, and business owners. People would use their tax savings to buy more goods and services, causing businesses to need to hire more employees to service this increase in customers. Then some of the 14 million unemployed would become employed taxpayers instead of unemployed recipients, requiring less government spending. Businesses would hire workers and need to buy equipment and supplies. The economy would grow, and more taxes could be paid to reduce our national debt. This worked under Coolidge, JFK, Reagan, and more. When tax rates were cut, tax revenue grew as the economy grew. Which of these two strategies sounds right to you?